one shot movie, that's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot movie, that's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot, you only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
There like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down. Tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like a 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw 'em off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the lead, but you ain't hooping around and tear you out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no time cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of brines. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hail the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did.
The first open back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Jackson. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
Well, he's talking about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw again is Jackson. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3 zip.
Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, as their sights got set a little bit higher, they were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 sets, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Right back to him on first down. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
The first down throw for Winston. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Saints, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. Yeah, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Now a first carry for their fullback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. They'll be back at the 36. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went in the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week they're coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Now Jackson on first down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. It's a much more confident throw right there.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately...
And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Rolling to his left. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. That's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions, they're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyler Beatty, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Luntz good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs them up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Wants to try to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Jameis to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time.
picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Here's Winston. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football, because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
66 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Steps away.
Open man downfield is Hill.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide, as they've established already.
And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Tyler Bader,
his second touchdown of the night.
And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Lutt nuts with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
The partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, the official becomes impossible. But this possession is an empty one. At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson. And now here's another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
David Ajabo, credit him there. He fired across the line and planted him for a loss on the play.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a decent gain on the ground, call it 6, but it still leaves him with a ways to go on fourth and goal. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectful.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
from the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action now. Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This is taken just shy of the 10, and able to get this out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point, where we're at in the 4th quarter, with how wide this advantage is, for this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a counter, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Again, Jackson. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 101 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Winston to throw it this time. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
He's got Anderson on the slant.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
It's a gain of 10.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Now it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
To throw again is Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Anderson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 26. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And they'll try the option on first and goal.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
131 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from the offense that was truly playing at an elite.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started. Y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop. You ain't here? I'm the real truth. Hunters real blue, trips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker.